This video is sponsored by True Gold Republic, the precious metals experts. Talk to one of their experts today about diversifying your portfolio to help assure your future financial security. Find their contact information in the description below and pinned in our first comment. James Kaufman, World News Report today, July 2nd, 2024. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, Hurricane Beryl, the second named storm of the 2024 hurricane season, made landfall in the Grenada and Grenadine Islands last night. And we do have a lot of photos of the damage. Currently, it's down to a Category 4 storm with 155 mile per hour winds, although a Category 5 storm is 157 mile per hour winds. So this is a very intense Category 4 storm with a very low minimal central pressure of 943 millibars. It's also moving very quickly at 22 miles an hour west-northwest. It looks like Jamaica is going to be in huge trouble very, very soon. Just a quick overview of the categories of a hurricane: 74 to 95 miles per hour, Cat 1, 96 to 110, Cat 2, 111 to 129, Cat 3, 130 to 156 miles an hour, Cat 4, which is where we are now at the top end of that, and 157 miles per hour plus Cat 5, and it doesn't go any higher. This is enhanced satellite of Beryl, and ladies and gentlemen, this is only 3 minutes old. They're having heavy winds, or did have heavy winds, in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It now looks like the outer bands are hitting the Dominican Republic very hard, and it is headed right towards Jamaica. Jamaica could be hit with a Category 4 hurricane, which would destroy the entire island. Real quickly, we can see that Puerto Rico is getting hit, Dominican Republic, a very solid eye here in the hurricane. Again, a Category 4 hurricane with 155 mile per hour winds, headed right for Jamaica at 22 miles an hour. Now, this is not looking good for Texas and the Gulf Coast whatsoever. We had all the models going into Mexico, and now all the models are heading into Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, this was updated only 30 minutes ago at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And we can see just about all the models going into Texas now. This is going to be a huge problem for the Texas coast, although the hurricane is supposed to actually become weakened as it passes into the warmer waters. This is because of its pass over the Yucatan Peninsula. We'll see if it strengthens again in the 88-degree waters of the Gulf of Mexico. This is the official national hurricane track for Beryl. This was at 2 p.m. Eastern, so this is a couple of hours old. We saw the spaghetti models that were just released taking this into Texas, or at least most of them taking it into Texas. You can see that it's going to perhaps hit Jamaica as a Category 4 storm with winds in between 120 and 140 miles an hour, which will destroy Jamaica, period. Now, we all understand the Yucatan Peninsula will slow the storm down. They're expecting it to spring out into the Gulf as a tropical storm. My opinion is, with the warm waters in the Gulf, especially around Texas being 88 degrees, this will strengthen back into a hurricane. The question is, how strong of a hurricane will it be when it makes impact in what looks like to be the Texas Gulf Coast? I'm going to show you some quick quick pictures of the landfall it did make in Grenadine and Grenada. As you can see, the destruction is, well, significant, to say the very least. These are pictures out of Carriacou, Grenada, where it actually impacted as a Category 4. The island is without power or communications. Nearly every home on the island is damaged or completely destroyed. Unbelievable. A very small island. The eye of the hurricane went over Carriacou, Grenada, and again it impacted as a Category 4, although just before the impact it was a Category 5. So we're talking about winds in the 150 mile per hour range, 155 mile per hour range, and you can see that the island is completely destroyed, no communications, no power. Every home is either destroyed or severely damaged. And what's very strange is you don't see people on the streets as you do in any other hurricane. To me, that was the scariest part. Again, ladies and gentlemen, no one on the streets, very bothersome. The eye of the hurricane actually hit Carriacou and Petit Martin Cay, and it will be a storm to remember. My question is, where are all the people? There was a 20 to 30 foot storm surge, and I'm afraid to ask where the people are. This is, again, a very small island, as y'all know. I wanted everyone to see the lightning surrounding the eye wall of this hurricane. It's something that I've never seen before. I'm sure tornadoes are spawning everywhere within the bands of this storm. This is horrific, and if it goes into Jamaica with this type of power, there's not going to be anything left of Jamaica, period, ladies and gentlemen. So the storm is really going to be on top of Jamaica within 24 hours. They have very little time to prepare. I would evacuate if possible. And all the spaghetti models now are taking it up into the Gulf states in the United States, especially Texas. One model has it going into Louisiana. So I need everyone to stay prepared. That means have your tank filled, have a bunch of water on hand. Although we have a couple of days to think about it, we're going to see what happens after it crosses over the Yucatan Peninsula. It's the very warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. With that said, God bless you and yours. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible in the bizarro world.